Jerome has been the biggest surprise of the Cleveland Cavaliers season. He's averaging a career-high 11.8 points per game and 3.6 assists, and all the while he's putting himself firmly into 6th Man of the Year discussion. Jerome hit the Pelicans with a 20-point typhoon all in the second quarter, putting together one of the most absurd heat checks I've seen all year. Jerome finished that first half with 29 points, which was more than his previous career high for an entire game. One of Jerome's strengths has been his unlimited range as a shooter. He's on an absolute heater from deep right now, leading the NBA in 3-point percentage at a blistering 55%. He knocked down 3 consecutive 30-foot bombs in this game, and Jerome has been efficient from all across the floor, hitting over 70% of his step-back jumpers, 66% of his pull-up attempts, and placing in the 98th percentile for jump shots overall. Now obviously these numbers are bound to fall back down at some point, but it's worth noting that we're nearly a quarter through the NBA season, and Jerome is still sustaining this hot streak. And it's not the first time Jerome has done something like this. When he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2021, he finished the remaining months of the season by averaging a career-high 2.2 3-pointers per game on above 40% shooting. In those 33 games, he hit 44 threes from 25 plus feet, which even outmatches the pace he's currently on. So while we all can agree his numbers are going to dip eventually, I don't think anything Jerome is doing is a complete fluke. Because what makes him such a positive contributor is Jerome manages to take care of the ball even when he doesn't have it going on any particular night. Jerome isn't a loose cannon who doesn't understand when it's his time to shine. He has no issue turning into a traditional playmaker whenever he isn't feeling it as a scorer. Jerome's been one of the better players in the league when it comes to assist to turnover ratio throughout his career, and he's currently posting a ratio of 3.26, which is the 4th best in the NBA for a minimum of 10 games played and a 20% usage rate. He's got a natural feel for setting up his teammates. Right here he takes a screen for a driving lane and then reads the weak side help defender to recognize Dean Wade is open for a corner 3. And later in that same game, Jerome uses an off-ball fake to get separation before toying with the help defender and diming up Jarrett Allen. So Jerome is a player who shoots with efficiency, play makes for others without turning over the ball, and on top of that, his blistering shooting splits carry over into his attacks on the paint. He's converting 66% of his attempts in the paint and burying over 60% of his floaters this season. I think he's taking some opponents by surprise with his physicality, and that Euro step is so special because Jerome manages to control his body and de-accelerate to perfection. There's not a single thing he isn't doing well right now, because Jerome is even racking up steals and making his impact felt on the defensive end. He's the backup guard that Cleveland has been searching for, and it's caused a trickle-down effect across the roster. Garland and Mitchell are playing fewer minutes with a lighter load, and the sometimes erratic Caris LeVert has been able to hone in on his strengths without having to handle the ball as often as he did last season. So Jerome's impact has made everyone around him better, and I think it's time to start taking him seriously.
Ty Jerome again!
John, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.